Om Saddarshanam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Okay, we are coming to the last laps. Okay. Tattvamasi Veda. Yep, 35 we completed. Any questions, clarifications up to now? Yeah. It's all clear. Yeah. All right. So, as I said before, the whole focus that Ramana brings in is never miss out on the I. In the details of technicalities, don't lose sight of what you are. He keeps that core issue in sight all the time. See, people will come to a wise person and ask all sorts of questions. Some, the wise person is qualified to answer. Some, he may not be qualified. Why? Because, hey, I don't know anything about that. Come and ask me for share market tips. What will I say? I don't know. I will give you one principle though. You want to make money on the share market? One principle I'll tell you. Buy low, sell high. When the low is, when the high is, that you find out. That's all I can say. I don't know anything more. Market analysis, this, that, etc. Yeah. I know there are a lot of charts, this, that, etc. available. Some 12, 13 so-called formula is available for the Indian stock market. I know it exists, but I don't know. I don't bother about it. I don't have money to invest there. If I want the money, I'll go along with my begging bowl for the Ashram market. Yeah. So you may not be qualified. So people would come to Ramana also and ask, Maharaj, I can't get along with my wife. No, naya baat kya hai? New mood. Now, what do you expect someone like Ramana, who walked away from home 13, 14 and stayed in that mountain cave all his life? Now, what do you expect him to tell you about relationships? He was not a rogue like me. I mean, even that question is ridiculous to go and ask him. But he would say, who's having the problem? Find out who that I is. That was a standard answer for everything. Why? Don't lose sight of the core issues. You can have a lot of things in the world. What is the core issue? Who am I? That. Other things you don't need a wise man, you can figure it out. Yeah. I mean, why do you need someone with Vedantic wisdom to tell you about relationships? Go to a counselor, no? First check whether his or her marriage is working out well. No. Even if it doesn't work out well, they can give you good insights. Why it didn't work out? That's why I'm telling you all this. If by a mistake you can know, no? You make some mistakes, you'll know well what went wrong. So Ramana was always in this core issue, who you are, what you are. Pay attention there. That's important because don't lose yourself in the whole paraphernalia. That is important. That gives you a context. That gives you a subtext. That gives you the nuances. All that is great, but not at the cost of the core issue. So that is what Ramana always focused on in everything that he said or did or wrote. Okay, only two books is written: Upadesharam and Saddarshanam. Okay, Upadesharam came up. Somebody was translating the Shiva Purana into Tamil. So he came to a place when Shiva is teaching some of the tapasvis. Came to Ramana, Maharaji, put it in your own words. This thing. You are best qualified to do that. So he summed up the whole teaching. Yeah. Some of you have listened to Upadesharam from either me or Swamiji. I don't know whether Swamini has done. Has Swamini done it? Upadesharam? No. Done? Okay. Yeah, this is a good text. It's an introduction to Vedanta. It's a good text. Gives you an overview well. So only two texts. But in all of them, the issue is core. Good way to have in your life. You can do a million things. Because life is vast. Do whatever you want to do. Fine. Keep sight of the core. It is not that to be a teacher or to be a wise person, you have to wear the robes. Not necessary. No. To study Vedanta, I have to join an ashram. Not necessary. Not necessary. Yeah. I gave the example of two of my students who I'm sure had got this for themselves. Okay. They're all much married people, but children, grandchildren, everything. Businesses to run. Yeah. But core issue, do whatever you have to do. Don't forget the core issue. Spend some time on that. That's all that it calls for. This is the expressway. Fast track. If you're getting married and not doing it, you're taking the scenic route. Stopping to smell the roses on the way. What you want to do is okay. Both are perfectly valid. Both are perfectly valid. Yeah. Scenic route, you can get lost somewhere. So be careful of that. Expressway, you can get into an accident. You can have a blown tire, etc. Suddenly those things can happen. Oh my God, I thought I was like that. What happened? Yeah. So pay attention to both ways. Yeah, both. There are pitfalls both areas. There are strengths both areas. Yeah. Finally, in life, do what works for you. That person has done it. I should do it. No. Do what works for you. But core issue. That is important. Okay. With that, हृत्प्राप्य सद्धाम निज स्वरूपे स्वभाव सिद्ध अनुपलभ्य निष्ठा माया विलासः सदसत्स्वरूपः विरूपः नानेक मुख प्रवाद. Hrit prapya, in your heart, what is there? Heart meaning the consciousness, the truth. That prapya, saddhama nijaswarupi. That is the saddhama, the abode of sat existence. Just a poetic way of putting abode, etc. Okay. Without and Saddhama Swarupe. Swarupa Swabhava. That is your true nature. The Dhamma is your, then existence, consciousness is your true nature. That Anupalabdya, you not gained that, not understood it enough, not owned it up enough. Okay? Then Anupalabdya Nishtam Maya Vilasaha Sad Asat Sarupaha Virupaha Naneka. All this is Maya Vilasa or is it real? Okay. Is it Sat or Asat Rupaha? Is the source of all things pure existence? But Buddhism presents that Shunya. What is it? Or Sarupa or Virupa? Does the reality have form? After all, Ishvara must have a form. No, but consciousness is Virupaha. Eko Naikova. Said one or many. You have many devatas. Is that therefore Ishvara is many? Are we talking of pantheism or are we talking of monotheism? Mukha pravadaha. No, you're babbling away. Okay? You're just talking. Understand the core issue. After that, you decide all this. Eka Jiva Vada, Aneka Jiva Vada. Now to bring it closer to this. Eka Jiva Vada, Aneka Jiva Vada. Yeah. Jata Vada, Ajata Vada. Pratibimba, Avacheda Vada. ये वादा है ही नहीं है. None of them are vadas. All of them are explanations, prakriyas. But if you go into all these type of academic discussions, where is the core issue? Atma Sachidananda Swarupa. Have you understood that? The whole attempt is to understand that. So to understand that, many teachers have taken many standpoints, many examples, many this. Are you getting lost in the example? Are you getting lost in making philosophies out of each example? Like one of the things, yesterday we saw in the satsanga, Chandra Shaka Nyaya, using the tree to point to the moon. It's a technical expression, Chandra Shaka Nyaya, the logic of pointing out the moon through the tree, branch of the tree. You're discussing the tree, not the moon. I've had experience of that in my class. The moment I just started, I remember one class, make one comment, 3 questions come up. Hey, let me make 2-3 sentences at least before you ask a question. What are you asking about? Are you getting the idea? So, questioning is good. Please do. In fact, I start by saying any question. Vedanta teachers welcome. What does it say in the Gita about questioning? Pariprashnena sevaya. Let your seva be in form of questions. But that doesn't mean you questioning this to understand the subject matter, not digressing. That's why he says, all mukha pravada. Sab baato baat hai. Baato baat hai. Yeah. So, okay. So now that I'm serious, I won't discuss anything. That's another extreme. Certain things have to be discussed out with your Samji. Shastra is only talking about listening to the Pramana. You listen to the Guru. Why do you need to discuss? Is there, in all your learnings up to now, is there any place where you said you should discuss? बोला है किधर? हाँ? Mananam, yeah, but where is it said? Thoda, I've been, all of you have listened to that. If you sat in Swami's or my class, you have listened to that. Shuddha Buddhananda class, definitely you have listened to that. Tat chintanam, tat katanam, anyunyat tat prabodhanam. To think about it, to talk about, discuss about it, to help each other understand. Yeah, it's all there in the Shastra, okay? I don't talk anything which is not there in the Shastra. I may use modern examples and things like that. Yeah, but it's all this pramanam. Yeah. So discussion is encouraged. But he's saying in that discussion, don't lose sight of the core issue. Ajnanam bhavarupam abhavarupam. Big discussion available. Pandita api yatra vimohitaha. I'm not joking. And scholars are also confused about this stuff. Bhavam, abhavam, etc. Yeah. What are you doing? Trying to know avidya or trying to know consciousness? What are you trying to know? Yeah, it's a dialectical point, it's a scholarship point. As a teacher, good to have that. Yes, if you want to be scholarly, of course it is good. Yeah. But scholarliness should not be replacing Atmajnanam. They have the direct knowledge about who you are. That's the most important thing. Let the discussions be for that sake. Let all the talk be for that sake. In fact, Krishna goes so much to say, Sarve tu akhilam karma. Hey Partha, Sarve tu akhilam karma. Jnane parisamapyate. All your karmas will end up in knowledge. Why? How? I'm having a baby. How does that end up in knowledge? Hey, that's part of living. Let that living mature you. So with that mature mind, you'll understand the truth. So everything culminates in the knowledge. Keep knowledge as your ultimate priority in life. Have a lot of other priorities. Keep knowledge as your ultimate priority. It all falls into place. Very beautifully, it will fall into place. Yeah. Want to get married? Get married. Want to have a kid? Have a kid. Want to have half a dozen kids? Please have half a dozen kids. Why not? If you can handle it. Yeah. I knew this kid. I know this kid. She's no more a kid now, okay? She came to me when she was just 20-year-old. She started studying. Barely 20. But by 20, she had already finished her chartered accountant. Okay. She's a qualified chartered accountant at 20. So in one of the discussions, I asked her, Betty, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Married with at least one kid. She was working with for one of the big 5 firms. Which are the 2 big firms in India? Arthur Andersen and something else was there. That one. She was working for that. I said, how many 20-year-olds you will see saying, in 5 years' time, I want to be married and have a mother, be a mother when she doesn't even have a boyfriend right now? Rare. And, okay, so this, at least half a dozen kids, that's what I remember her. Then she did get married also. And she used to stay in Borivali and come all the way to Matunga for my Sunday morning class, because it's the only class you could make it comfortably. Because weekdays you're working, and those the work is what doesn't get over at 7 o'clock for a class. So will come Sunday morning, all the way from Borivali. She got married one weekend. Next weekend she's in my class. I said, what are you doing? Are you not going on a honeymoon? Yeah, yeah. We went for 3 days and came back. Now we'll go next week. We'll go for another 3 days. If that is how you are, you think you can't know the truth? Get married. That marriage will mature you. You have a strong desire to be a mother. Fulfill it. Of course, some people have come and told me, why did I become a mother? That's a different thing. That's a different thing. You have a strong desire. Oh, fulfill it. What's the problem? Grow out of it. Sarve tu akhilam karma jnane parisamapyate. You'll all end up in knowledge because it'll mature you out. Maturity comes by involvement in life. Life is not a spectator sport. I have to work on my qualifications, my adhikaritvam. How? I'll read all about Vairagya. What Vairagya is about. What have you brought into your life? I can't let go of my old watch. It stopped working, but I still kept it. The first watch I got, What Vairagya are you talking about? It is junk now. Get rid of it. So you read all about Vairagya, but where is Vairagya? So Vairagya will happen when you have to leave a job or you're kicked out of a job and you have to handle it. Many capable, good persons whom I know have sometime or other lost a job. I've known some of the most hardworking people in the world. But they also lost a job once in a while. Hey, that's life. It will teach you Vairagya, objectivity. Let go. Let go. Yeah. Hey, Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu, some Tamil culture should come in. What is that song? Podal Pogatum. Ponal Pogatum. But goes, let it go. There's a song in Tamil like that. I'll sing that song, but I'll hold on to things. I took a group to Gangotri. And the idea was after that to go to Gomukh. After we had lunch in Gangotri, it started snowing. And Gangotri is snowing. Now, where are you going to go to Gomukh? I had a look at the sky, look at that. I said, in my mind, I'm thinking highly doubtful. If people are coming and telling, Swamiji, will the snow stop? I said, we'll see. We'll see. Then they're singing bhajans. Rang minana jayege. You know what is that song? Rang laege, rang minana jayege, all that stuff. That bhajan is there. I come to you, now I need you to color me. Without that, I won't go from here and things like that. So by that time, we had something to eat in the night. They're still singing this bhajans. And it is still snowing. Swamiji, I don't think we can go tomorrow. I said, we'll take the call in the morning. I know we cannot go. If it was a group of youngsters, like this Bangalore group here, I would have taken them and brought them because about 6 inches of snow we can handle. If you've got good shoes, we can handle 6 inches of snow. Not a big deal. But these are old people, up to 70-year-olds are there with me. I said, Swamiji, we can't go now. I said, what were you singing just now? What were you singing just now? Swamiji, that's all singing. This is Can you put your money where your mouth is? Sorry, can you put your life where your mouth is? Yeah. Don't try, do. Don't try, do. So, life is like that. If you live intelligently, you'll mature out. Yeah. Like on the same trip, I do funny things with people just so that, Indians are not exposed to too much of sports and, things like that. So he came to Rishikesh. Okay, we are going river rafting tomorrow. Small run, just 4 hours. Very safe run from Shivpuri down to our ashram. And they'll drop us outside our ashram there. Because our ashram is right on the banks of the river. We go straight into that. Only 4 hour run. Chalo. So all of us should come. I said, of course, all of us. Old people included. Okay. So we had 2, 3 boats, and I put one person in charge of each boat. Okay. A couple of them were, one was a sea captain and things like that. So it's a place just a couple of miles above our ashram where it's very calm and peaceful. Very calm. Ganga is flowing relaxed. There are some places where it is where some good. You get a few fairly decent rapids. Fairly decent. Nothing great, but okay. For first newcomers is good. So you come to this quiet, calm place. I tell the people, everyone wearing life jacket. Okay, everyone goes into the water. And this lady, psychologist, takes handling fear workshops and everything. In some you have to go. Well, either you go by yourself or I'll help you to go. I'm polite. I can't say I'll throw you into the water. Looks at me. No escape. So gingerly goes into the water. I mean, it's a nice experience. What if I float away? You see this oar I'm having in my hand? It's got a nice plastic hook there. And your life jacket has a lot of places where you can just pull you close. So she goes into the water. Help me, I'm floating. I said, yeah, you're supposed to float. No, I'm floating away. I said, where? I can touch your head. You're not floating away. So after some time, naturally, between the water coming and hitting the boat, and some distance will come in. Okay. I'm away from the boat. Okay, I'll pull you in. Took out the oar and pulled her. Now to get into the boat requires some skill. Okay. So there's a way of putting your hands on the life jacket and pulling in. You're pulling me in like a sack of potatoes. What I'm trying to say is, you can use all these experiences to grow or to get stuck more in your victimhood, more in your fears. Life is like that, it will throw you challenges. Are you going to use that to grow? Or will, oh Lord, why me? Give me a break. Yeah. What do you want to do? This is the commitment that to growth that will bring you to Vedanta. Do whatever you want. Live your life by your priorities. Throw in a few desires which are not part of your priorities also. Get into some mischief also. And do some things. It's okay. Use it to grow. Use it to grow. Let all your mistakes help you grow. Why do you think I came to Vedanta? I made a lot of mistakes in life. I have quite an impressive list of successes in my life. And an even bigger, more impressive list of failures, okay? Of the mistakes I have made. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it should be. Make all the mistakes, that's okay. Explore. But don't forget the core thing. Ultimately, Atma Jnanam. Of course, half of you here have been there, done that. Okay, half of you here have been there, done that. You are ready for the whole thing. This is for the other half also. Okay. Ah, okay. Otherwise, it'll become mere talk, he says. Play of Maya. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Swamiji, what about all these siddhis that people hear? We hear all the rishis had such great siddhis. They did all the tapas. They could look into the future. They could look at a person and understand what the person is about. They could walk on water. Okay. Weapons couldn't hurt them. What great siddhis. Anima, Garima, Ityadi. You're so light, you can float. You're so heavy, nobody can. Aikido has some of these. Okay, yeah. So, what about all these siddhis? Here, Ramana gives his opinion. Siddhasya vittihi sate eva siddhihi swapno upamanaha kalu siddhayodanyaha स्वप्न प्रबुद्धस्य कथम नु सत्यः सति स्थिति किम पुनरेति मायाम सिद्धस्य वित्ति. The siddha vastu, one that is always there, the consciousness. Knowing that is the greatest siddhi, he says. Why? Satayeva siddhi. That is the real siddhi. What are the other siddhis? Small things, isn't it? As I said, I can walk on water. क्या करेगा उसे? Yeah. There's a stories like this in Rishikesh. This boy was studying with this Vedanta Acharya. He said, yeah, this is only talking every day, is only talking. So he went somewhere else, across the river. Got 12 years, got the siddhi of walking on water. And he came walking across the Ganga to have a discussion with the old man. The old man, what are you doing? I can walk across the water. Your siddhi is worth 4 annas. $1. Now, okay, $1. Why? I pay the boatman $1, he takes me across. And I am a sadhu, he takes me across free. So what is your siddhi worth for me? As I said, if you're working for Baywatch, it is useful. Not otherwise. All of us have siddhis, no? Someone can teach well, someone can sing well, someone can fight well. That's also siddhi. Yeah. Yeah. So all of us have our own small siddhis. That's enough now for living a life. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Swamiji, if I had the siddhi to read people's minds, your mind you are confused with. Imagine picking up the confusions from others' minds. Have you seen that movie? What do women want? Finally, he's relieved. He understands that it is having a great time. That's a movie where presentation. Really speaking, it won't be a great time. Supposing I sitting here or anyone sitting here could read all your thoughts. How do you know who is thinking what? How do you know that? How do you know it is your thought or my thought? How do you know that? Oh my God. I didn't know she thought I was a big idiot here. You didn't know you're happy. Now you know she thinks you're an idiot. Abhi kya karega? Yeah. and you picked up some thought somewhere. Do you really think the boss is a jerk? Of course not, because the boss is within earshot. Of course not. I think the boss is a great guy. Within earshot of the boss, who's going to say the boss is a jerk? But you thinking that? No, no way. Now you become a liar also. So she's the one who's lying. But you have you really want to read people's minds? Intuition. Is it a pramana? I'm highly intuitive, okay? Especially when it comes to danger. I'll pick it up like this. Why? Because I've been exposed to danger, so I get intuition about this. Okay. Don't ask me intuition about other things. Now, intuition is not a pramana, not a means of knowledge. It requires verification. So, how do you know what you're thinking, what you're feeling is intuition or wishful thinking? And she smiled at me. I think she likes me. She's smiling to some joke. I sometimes feel, why is this girl talking to me? Then I realize she's got her earbuds. She's on the phone. Same thing will happen with intuition. There was an ad like that long back, na? Advertising a tiny phone. Yeah. Oh yeah, please come. I'm waiting for you here. And the guy thinks, she's looking at me and saying, I'm waiting for you. Please come. She comes. And she takes off the phone. Just a coffee, please. She thinks he's a waiter. Great ad. How many years ago? 20 years? More than 20 years, when the phones first started coming into India. Yeah. Ericsson, the small one. Yeah. So this is what will happen to you if you have intuition. Siddhasya veti sata eva siddhi. Siddhasya veti, understanding yourself. That's the greatest siddhi you can have, he says. Greatest siddhi you can have. Okay. Why? All siddhis are finite. And what are you after here? In Vedanta, we are after the limitlessness, the infinite, not some small. You have to learn to think big. Don't be satisfied with a small thing. I can do this. Okay. Walking on water. Eh? One buck. This is limitlessness. I am looking to understanding I am limitless. In front of the limitlessness, what is walking on water? As I dip in this river, I am dipping on every river across the whole cosmos. In fact, I am not in the river is in me. That is the understanding. That's what we are after. Siddhasya veti sata eva siddhihi. Sopnopamana khalu siddhayo anyaha. Other siddhis are sopnopamana. Like a dream. The small things, they're all mayikam. Chota mota hai. They can be useful. Of course, they can be useful. My toothbrush is very useful. Morning and night. Very useful. Can you do without your toothbrush? No. In India, we can. There are some trees here. You break out a twig and you can use that as a brush. Dantun, we call it. And someone is marketing it in the West as organic toothbrushes. You can make money on it also. So, okay. Swapnaha prabuddhasya katam nu satyaha satistitah kim punareti mayam. You're woken up from your dream, he says. Okay. Example, I mean, just an allegory, not to be taken literally. Samji, like waking up from the dream. What happens when I wake up from this state to Turiya? Nothing. Okay, Turiya is not a state, it's your Swarupa. So once you are woken up from the dream, will you go back to the dream? Sometimes you want to. Why did this dream end? That's because you feel limited. The dream seemed better than your life. But that's all false. That's not true. If you really want to make that dream happen in your life, na, if at all. The little kid was asked, "What's your dream?" Like my father, I want to have $50 billion when I grow up. My God, your father has $50 billion? No, that is his dream too. Keep dreaming. People who dream like that, they wouldn't know what to do with $50 billion if they had it, okay? That apart. Either make it real in your life. Or he says, okay, katam no satya sati stiti kim punaripti mayam. Once you are established in the reality of what you are you going to walk back in the field of Maya? You live your life, of course, but are you going to get caught up in that? Yes, Siddhi karo. Swamiji, after realization, it's okay to work for Siddhis, no? काम धंधा नहीं है क्या? नहीं है ना, इसके लिए बोलता है. Swamiji, you tried a lot of things. Yeah, I experimented to see whether it is factual, it is just claiming, tall claim. I experimented. So that when I speak on it, I can speak with authority. Yes, I know this or I don't know this. That much is okay. That is enhancing my role as a teacher, nothing more than that. I know certain things are there. I know this is just bluff. I know that. That's all. Nothing more than that. It is enhancing my role as a teacher, nothing more. Yeah. When I didn't know the truth, I didn't care about walking on water. Why? Because I had done sea rescues without that. Yeah. I had done sea rescues without walking on water. Then what is the problem? In impossible conditions, we have done it. Yeah. So if you could do it there, without all these siddhis, why do you need that extra siddhi? Without that, you can manage life. No? Life is about living and managing. No? And believe me, that struggle without siddhi made me grow. If I had the siddhi, I wouldn't have grown as a person. So some limitations are good, only then you will grow. And once you know the truth, your normal achievements are no big deal. Siddhis are also no big deal. Some of the rishis had it, yeah, they had it because of the tapas done before they knew the truth. Satya Yuga is a yuga of tapas. Knowledge takes time. Kali Yuga is a yuga of knowledge. Tapas takes time. Ulta. So because each has its speciality. Challenges are more here, troubles are more here. Therefore, you'll grow. Therefore, moksha is easier. There, things are better off. Things are smooth. So you have to do a lot of tapas, etc. before you're ready for the knowledge. Yeah. You need challenges to grow. And you're living in a place where everything works smoothly. Where are the challenges? No challenges. In India, you used to live in one of our cities, you get a lot of challenges. Morning driving to work itself is teaching you patience. Traffic jam. Crazy. Honking away. Keep your cool. See, challenges. Happens. Though things are improving with metros and this and that, things are improving. But I hope there are pockets where there are challenges. Because we want challenges to grow. Na? I was allowed to create challenges. Don't worry, in the ashram we'll create some challenges. For those who are not met enough of them in life. Okay. Soham vichara vapuratma bhave sahayakari paramarganasya स्वात्मैक्य सिद्धो न पुनर्निरार्तः यथा नरत्वं प्रमिति नरस्य सोहम इति विचारः निधिध्यासनम meditation contemplation soham iti soham is a mahavakya you all many of you have seen that in my Rishikesh camp remember saha ishwarah aham asmi iti Nididhyasana, I am that Ishvara, the content of Ishvara, nothing but pure consciousness, me. What you do in Nididhyasana. Okay? More than simple meditation. Nididhyasana. Soham vicharaha. Why is it necessary? Vapuratma bhave. Because I have taken the body to be myself. I have my old conditionings. My meat and potatoes thinking. Sorry, dal chawal thinking. Because because of that I'm stuck in this body. Therefore, to free myself from that conditioning, the Nididhyasanam helps. I soak myself in this knowledge. Rasagulla. Okay. I immerse myself in this knowledge so that it permeates my whole being. Okay. Vapuratma bhava. That vichara is because Vapuratma bhava is there. Okay. Therefore, sahayakari paramarganasya. Your inquiry in the truth, Nididhyasanam is an aid, he says. It's an anga. What is the main thing? Shravanam. Shravanam is the main thing. Because the pramana is working in Shravanam. If Shravanam you got it, great. Doubts are there. Mananam. I don't feel it. Nididhyasanam. You know, when I go back to Bombay, what will happen to me? तेरा क्या हाल हो जाएगा बेटा that way what will happen to you in Nididhyasanam sahayakari then he says swatmaikya siddho once you are established in yourself na punaha nirartaha nirartho because of sandhi because of the next word that follows independent punaha nirartaha after that what useless Nididhyasanam yeah. Remember the story of Tirthaji I told you about that lady asking him Swamiji, how many hours you meditate? Why are you putting this disturbance called meditation into my mind? The truth is clear. Abhi kya meditate karne ka? Ramana was the same. Oh, Ramana meditated all the time. I didn't feel like eating. People said I am fasting. I didn't feel like talking. People said I was keeping maunam. I kept quiet. Sat relaxed. People said I am contemplating. I am meditating. Oh, Arunachala, you alone know what it's all about. He didn't meditate all the time. He thought when he had to think. When he didn't have to think, he didn't think. Mastaram Baba hoke baith gaya. As you say, no? Remember the example I gave you, Tarangari. Yeah. So, what do you need? Nididhyasanam after you have rooted in the truth, why do you need it? Not yet read. I'm not talking about you. Talking about the person who doesn't need it, who is rooted in the truth. Nirartaha. For which he gives an example. Yatha naratvam pramitihi narasya. For a human being, does he have to constantly think, I'm a human being, I'm a human being, I'm a human? Do you all think like that? I'm a human being. Constantly. It's reflected in every action of yours, isn't it? Your actions are humane. But supposing there is a criminal who has been always behaving in an inhuman manner, all his actions are inhuman. Rare, because I have dealt with criminals. Many of them have a human part to them also. But supposing there is some, then you have to send him to a special ashram, which is really tied in. Fixed time for everything. Then correctional training, ethical issues, all that to own up the fact is a human being is not supposed to behave like an animal. In fact, you're insulting the animal by calling human beings animals. An animal doesn't kill for pleasure. It kills only for food or if it is threatened. And if the Opponent flees, he won't chase and kill it. Human beings will. I'll eliminate all opposition. Bang, bang, bang. So that guy will have to be told. You and I don't need it. Right? A human being is clear. It reflects on our action. So similarly, if I know the truth and that is not lost sight of in every action of mine, what is the issue? What is the issue? You think Krishna didn't know he was consciousness and the opponent and me are one and the same thing? When he sent his chakra to chop off somebody's head chopped off. He didn't know that. Ghora karma, Ghora karma. Or Bhishma, when he wiped out a battalion, he didn't know. He knew. Nahanti Nahantaram. That's why Vajramushti warriors did not suffer from post-stress trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder. They didn't suffer. Some insights were there in them. It's traumatic. To kill somebody is very traumatic. Yeah. Because you see all the movies and read all the books, you think, oh, I can also do it. Ravade. You know how much you can do. The whole idea is your humanness is not missed. Similarly, if you're rooted in the truth, that is not missed irrespective of what your lifestyle is. Said very nicely in Bhajagovinda. Yogarato va bhogarato va yogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati nandati nandatyeva. Yogarato, living a life of yoga, discipline, that, everything. Shukha, Vyasa's son, yogi, Mahayogi. Bhogarato va Krishna, Mahabhogi. Every pleasure in the book plus some he had. Bhogi, Mahabhogi. Sangarato Vaha is always in company. There are always a group of people around him. Very people oriented. Sangavihinaha. Tapovan Maharaj. Always in the Himalayas, no company. Sangavi. Meaning, your personality, your lifestyle has no meaning. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam. Yasya Chittam. Brahmani Ramate. Who's reveling in Brahman, the knowledge of Brahman. Nandati, Nandati, Nandati. He alone enjoys. Because he's Ananda Swarupa. Lifestyle is not creating an enjoyment. The fact you are Ananda, you can enjoy any lifestyle. Your Ananda is not a product of your lifestyle. For us, it seems like that. Na? If things are going my way, I'm happy. If the weather was at 2 degrees warmer, I would have been very happy. Unfortunately, there is no thermostat. You can do that at home. You can do that in your car. Sometimes I get to look people. Somebody, what temperature would you like? I said, what are you comfortable with? वो भी सोचना पड़ता है क्या? How many things are you going to control? Fact is, you can't control anything. First try, master this. Don't control, master. That's important. After that, anything is okay. And with that mastermind, know the truth. Be rooted in that truth. Then, Anandi Ananda. Everything is Ananda after that. So look at it, he's even dismissing Nididhyasana. It's not simple meditation. Even Nididhyasana is being dismissed. Okay? It says, it's only an anga for the angi called Shravanam. People make so much hoo-ha about that meditation. Meditation is secondary to Shravanam. People forget that. Swamiji, that's very nice to hear because I don't meditate at all. I can see that from your mind. You don't have to tell me that. Mind mastery, that much meditation helps. Breaking conditioning, meditations help. So it's a support to Shravanam. Great. How long? Until I'm rooted in the truth. Then fine. And then I'm in company of people who are all great meditators. And here I'm sitting with a cup of tea in my hand. So they're all sitting and meditating. I'm having a cup of tea. So I know after 2 minutes they're going to open their eyes. So take a sip. By that time they open their eyes. Oh, he's adopted Buddhist meditation. This is tea meditation. The tea ceremony is actually a meditation ceremony. I was invited for one. Japanese tea meditation. Yeah, so he said, how does he know? I'm just enjoying my tea. Swamiji, why do you do it? Isn't that false? I want that guy to take what I'm saying seriously. If he thinks I'm not a meditator, he will dismiss everything. Like it happened. Swami Chinmayanji, you must have heard the story from Swami Chinmayanji. Went to Japan. And there a Buddhist monastery asked him to talk. No, Swami Chinmayanji is a person who would use all his hands and Kathakali. Sometimes I find, that has influenced me. I also use my hands a bit. He would use it 100 times more than what I use. And he's talking, and you know the Buddhists how they are. Crack a joke. Whatever you talk, you have to listen. Centered on yourself with a quiet, peaceful, silent mind. Let your mind be grounded on the Shunya. Let thoughts come and go. You can hear from the truth of what you are. They are all listening to Swami Chinmayanji like this. And Swami Chinmayanji is thinking they're not understanding what I'm saying. So he gets more dynamic in his explanation. Whatever he does, they are like this. So after that, the Buddhist monk, how did he find Swamiji's lecture? What a scholar. What a scholar. But what a disturbed mind. The guy is rooted in the wisdom of the truth. Whether the mind is silent, or the mind is just thinking, or the mind is thinking furiously, you're rooted on the truth. Then do you have to be silent? If you're rooted on the truth, when the mind is thinking, you're always with the truth. If you're not, then you need to quieten your mind, etc., so that you can understand the truth. But once you have done that, Betty, why are you putting this disturbance called meditation into my mind?